What's up, everybody? GeauxBurns doing a breakdown of the Mafia 3 pre-launch video. It's linked below in the description section. Feel free and check it out. It's only about 30 seconds long, and a lot of the scenes we've obviously seen in previous trailers, but there's a bit of information worth covering. We'll go over that in just a second. But first, yes, there are a ton of Mafia 3 Let's Play videos circulating throughout YouTube and, of course, over at IGN, as you can tell. So, if you want to go check out these videos, feel free and do so. It's at IGN.com. And there's also an interesting article over at GameSpot concerning 7 things to know about Mafia 3. Definitely worth checking out the article at the very least. But concerning all the Let's Play videos over at IGN and on YouTube, I'm not watching any of them because A, I feel like I've been spoiled enough, and B, admittedly, when I rolled out of bed and I saw all these Let's Play videos popping up on YouTube and over at IGN, I was, kind of bummed. Because a few weeks ago, I was invited at the last second to go down to New Orleans for the Mafia 3 presentation, along with a lot of other YouTubers and obviously gaming sites like IGN to go check out and play Mafia 3. And that's why I don't have any Mafia 3 demo video to post on the channel. And yeah, I'm kicking myself right now for not being able to go, despite real life things preventing me from being able to take the 5-hour trip down to New Orleans. But as they say, that is life. I'm still excited about Mafia 3 coming in October to Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. Just a little bummed today, admittedly. But anyways, let us get to the trailer breakdown regarding the pre-launch video for Mafia 3. Obviously, it opens with the Mafia 3 logo and an M rating according to the MSRB. The first scene is a reunion. Lincoln Clay returning from Vietnam. He's at Sammy's bar, and everybody's happy to see him, including Sammy, who says, "Welcome home, son." And of course, in the background, you have Father James. And of course, it pans over to family, which is part of the theme of Mafia 3 and this video. And then, of course, the next scene is where you have another scene in the bar. This is sometime later after the heist, obviously, because you see the money on the bar, and you see this look on Sammy's face. He's looking towards the door, so obviously he's a little concerned about something going on at the door. Maybe somebody coming through the door, maybe Sal Marcano, because his son's already there, part of the vanguard, I guess. So yeah, this scene takes place sometime later, slightly before Sal Marcano walks in, betrays the black mob, and has most of them killed, leaving Lincoln Clay for dead. Now, throughout this scene, in the background, you hear Father James telling Lincoln Clay, "Your family owes the mob money." Lincoln Clay asks, "How much money?" And of course, in between the conversation, you see this armored truck with a whole bunch of mobsters inside, including the butcher. And then, of course, another scene where you see a couple cars pulling up. This might be a different scene throughout the game. It might be leading up to the massacre of the black mob. And then, of course, you have the betrayal of Lincoln Clay by his friend Georgie, who shoots him, leaving him for dead, which leads to betrayal, the second part of this video. And then going back to the scene that we were talking about a moment ago, where Father James tells Lincoln, "Your family owes the mob a lot of money." Lincoln asks how much, and then all that violence happens with the black mob being slaughtered. And then, of course, Father James says, "Too much." And then, of course, time obviously pans forward with Lincoln Clay coming out of his coma, from his near-death experience, being left for dead, to be rescued by Father James as the Sammy's bar burns to the ground. And then this photo is being burned. Now, I don't know if it's being burned by Lincoln, because there is a previous video where Lincoln has a whole bunch of photos he's looking at, and he may be burning the photos. And this one was of Lincoln and Ellis during happier times. And somebody asks Lincoln, "Who murdered your family?" Now, I believe it's Donovan who asked Lincoln the question. They don't show Donovan, but it sounds like Donovan is the one asking Lincoln, "Who murdered your family?" So obviously Lincoln tells Donovan that it was the Marcanos that were responsible. And for whatever rhyme or reason, maybe out of friendship to Lincoln, Donovan decides to help Lincoln avenge the deaths of his family and take down the Sal Marcano crime family. And of course, it pans over to revenge. So you got family, and you got betrayal, and now you have revenge. And you have Lincoln Clay walking around in his war mode with the scar that was left by Georgie, and he's on the warpath to take down the Sal Marcano crime family. And in this scene, you hear Lincoln Clay say, "It's time for them to pay." Them being the Marcano crime family. And he's definitely going to make them pay. And here's a pretty cool car chase. What looks like downtown New Bordeaux. You got some New Bordeaux police officers chasing Lincoln Clay in his badass muscle car. And of course, in this scene, it looks like it's taking place at Father James's church. I believe that's Father James. I could be wrong. But Lincoln is telling Father James that this city belongs to me. And so there's a lot of different action scenes happening that you will see in the video, which we've already seen before. And of course, that is the pre-launch video. Once again, as I said, it's not very long, only roughly 30 seconds. And of course, you can check out the video yourself, linked below in the description section. Mafia 3 is coming October 7th to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC.